Bonjour!
Ni hao.
I'm Larisa.
And I'm Bernice.
Welcome to Reading Rainbow. Hey kids! Usually we talk about books your parents like reading to you, but today we're going to talk about books your parents might not be so thrilled about. Have your parents ever told you, "Don't touch the stove, it's hot," or "Hold my hand while we cross the street"? Well, reading books can be the same way. There are some books that might be dangerous to read without the guidance of someone older and wiser. Today, we're going to talk about some of these books, so grab a parent or a friend and stick around.
Have you noticed libraries shrinking? Maybe not, because almost 300,000 books are published every year.
Wow!
I know, that's a lot, isn't it? But there are more books that have been taken off of library shelves than ever before. Here's a list of books that have been removed from U.S. libraries in the past few years. Do you recognize any of these titles?
The Bridge to Terabithia was taken off the shelves because some parents thought the magical world the children in the novel were creating was encouraging you all to become affected by the occult.
Wow. I have another one. James and the Giant Peach was challenged because parents were concerned that when you read the book, you'd start disrespecting your parents and other authority figures.
Oh. A Wrinkle in Time was censored because a pastor thought it was irreligious for the author, Madeleine L'Engle, to include Jesus Christ in a list of famous philosophers, artists, and religious leaders without separating Christ from the pack.
Books can talk about many wonderful things, but sometimes they bring up really tough issues. Things that even adults have trouble understanding. So if a book opens up ideas about things that are confusing and complex, then maybe it should be guarded carefully and only read when there's time to make sure everyone can understand it. Do you know what controversial means?
Ooh, me.
Yeah, you.
It means that people disagree about the issue. In the case of books, controversy means that some people think they should stay in the library and others think they should be taken out. For example, some people think that books should be taken out of the libraries to make sure children can't get a hold of them without appropriate guidance. That's kind of like turning off the electricity to make sure children don't burn themselves on a hot stove. What would happen if all electricity was turned off?
It would be dark. And everyone would be affected. In the same way, society is affected too when books are taken out of the library, especially books that talk about the past.
Lois Lowry's book...
Ooh, I'll go get that.
Okay. It's called The Giver. And it talks about this very issue. The society in the book has eliminated its memory. They think that if they forget the horrible things that have happened in history, then they will be happier. So they designate one person, the giver, to hold all of the memories for the entire society so everyone else can live a perfect life without reminders of pain and suffering. But when they get rid of the bad memories, they also eliminate the good ones. So life is bland and colorless. Characters in The Giver try to shelter themselves from the pain of history by destroying memories and books that record evil things from the past. Sometimes that happens here, too, with books like Number the Stars, also by Lois Lowry. This book was banned because it talks about the awful things that happened during the Holocaust.
That's a lot to think about. Other top reasons books are banned are for violence, profane language, racial insensitivity, sexual content, and homosexuality. Today we're going to read a book about homosexual parenting. This is a hot topic in political contemporary America, but it involves children too. How early should we talk about this with children? Early enough to read them a cute picture book about it? Try to form your own opinion while we read the book, and we'll talk about it afterwards.
And Tango Makes Three by Justin Richardson and Peter Parnell. Illustrated by Henry Cole. In the middle of New York City, there is a great big park called Central Park. Children love to play there. It has a toy boat pond where they can sail their boats. It has a carousel to ride on in the summer and an ice rink to skate on in the winter. Best of all, it has its very own zoo. Every day, families of all kinds go to visit the animals that live there.
The end.
What did you think about the book? Did you like it? According to the American Library Association, this little penguin has caused quite a stir in the United States. The book has remained on the list of the top 10 challenged books in the United States since it was published in 2005. Afraid that this book would make children think that homosexuality was not an abnormality or a sin, parents tried to force school and public librarians to take And Tango Makes Three off the shelves, or at least place it in a restricted section where only parents could check out the book.
Talk to your parents about what they think about this book, but most importantly, talk about what you think. Maybe you don't have two moms or two dads, but one of your friends might. Books like And Tango Makes Three not only give you a window to gaze into another world you may never have seen before, but they can also act as a sliding door to open you up to interacting with kids who may have two dads or moms like Tango.
A very wise woman told us once that the way we look at children's literature is a reflection of the way we look at children. If we see children as innocent, naive angels, we will only want to read them books covering sweet and unchallenging topics. If we see children as empty vessels in which we pour information and ideas, we will only read them books that agree with our own beliefs and biases. But if we see children as thinkers who just have fewer life experiences than adults, then we will present them with books that don't gloss over difficult issues, but give them the opportunity to engage with these issues and develop their own opinions.
So kids, we've thrown a lot at you, but now we wanted to show you 3 more cool books that you might want to read that can help you become a genuine, bona fide thinker. Remember kids, your parents and teachers have a lot of great experiences, and even though they may get on your nerves sometimes by telling you to clean your room or do your homework, if you ever come across a book with issues you don't quite understand, ask them to help you. They can hold your hand throughout the process and give you the guidance you need to understand these tough issues.
Oh dear. The end.
That might not.
Do we need to find a better ending?
Well, we can always add another.
Thanks for talking with us.
Yeah, something like that. It was great spending our day with you, or something like that.
Oh. Let's do it now.
Yeah, okay.
And we can compare.
Mm-hmm.
So, what should we say?
Just be like, the Thanks for reading with us today. Okay. Thanks for reading with us today.